Hey guys, what is up? And Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be getting onto the new UMP45 SE. It's one that I actually intended to get to earlier because of the event where they give it out for one day at a time, but I finally got around to actually completing the event, or rather remembering to do it. That's been my biggest problem. I've been getting into the game and then I'd be like, oh, I forgot to do the event, damn it, and then I would have gone too far and you can't get an earlier reward. So I usually just forgot completely about it, so that's mostly my fault. I gotta say, this gun is in the category of OP, or really close to it. Now, I know a lot of people have discovered that if you put on the S1 suppressor, you will be getting the old suppressor sound, which is really cool. I actually ended up not doing that in the review, because this gameplay was so long, and it was actually really good. I started off the game and ended the game with an ultra kill, and there's a couple of multis and doubles in the middle, but it's mostly just individual kills, and I do pretty damn well with the gun. I go more than 2.0, and that should tell you that since I've never used the gun before, this was literally the very first game I'd ever used the gun in, and the very first 4 kills I got were, well, an ultra kill, or pretty close to it. So that tells you that it's pretty good gun if someone like me can do that well with the gun right off the bat. It's a gun that pretty much anyone can use. It's very powerful, pretty fast fire rate. So yeah, I'm going to be comparing it to the UMP45, the other NX variant. There is no NX Epic variant, although to be completely honest, I would expect to see an Epic variant of the UMP at some point, considering we've already seen the PP19 get an Epic variant, the P90, and a couple other guns along those lines. The Magpul and the CZ Scorpion as well have all gotten Epic variants. I would be expecting to see one for this one at some point in time, whether they have to release another spec for it or whatever. You never know. Anyway, hopping into the stats, sorry that took so long to get to, we're seeing a damage of 38, very, very high for an SMG. Portability is 76, rate of fire of 79, accuracy of 69, and recoil of 61. It's a fully automatic gun, and you can put a suppressor and a magazine on it. It has the itech scope already integrated, which is nice, and it has a very low recoil compared to the other UMP series weapons, so that's a very, very nice little increase there. Or technically decrease, I guess it would be. But also the pattern is easier to control, although it is pretty much the same as the UMP45, except that it's more of an up and down pattern as opposed to a side to side pattern. It doesn't jump left and right so much, but it's more of an up and down. As far as what I would actually suggest going ahead and putting on an extended magazine too. The reload is super fast. This is it without any extended magazine, so you're able to see that it has a very fast reload. It can also handle an extended magazine too very, very aptly, and it will have the additional 90 shots left over as a 35 of 105 base ammo capacity, so that's really, really nice. As far as suppressor, the S1 suppressor seems to be everyone's favorite. It's still going to be a very, very strong 4-shot kill, weak 3-shot kill, or sorry, other way around, but yeah, anyway, 3 to 4-shot kill, even at medium ranges, which is kind of unique for an SMG. Usually things outside the P90 family don't typically have that. Even then, it's still typically a 4 to 5 shot kill. You're seeing me get kills at longer ranges across this map, medium range, where you don't typically see that kind of use on an SMG, or if you do, it's usually not accurate or efficient. But with this gun, it actually is pretty much really easily used. So it's not that the gun is not liked, it's that it's incredibly difficult to get for a duration of time beyond 1 day, because not everyone can afford renewal kits. So although quite a few people have the weapon around now, it's not because they actually purchased it. So I'm expecting to see the usage for this weapon drop off as soon as the event is over, since it's only available for 1 day at a time. Although obviously some people are going to use the event to get a chance to renew this weapon. And to be honest, it's worth it if you don't have other SMGs, or you don't have a good SMG. This one is actually worth renewing in my opinion, but I don't believe it makes the Mist X-Ray, the only case it's available in, worth buying. If you did feel like buying X-Rays, yes, this would be the #1 weapon you'd want to get, but the other weapons in the X-Ray just don't appeal to me as a competitive player as much as this gun would. And this is really the only perk, and there are other competitive weapons I would take into a game before this one. The P90TR SE would be an example. I still take that gun to be better than this one. It does have lower damage drop-off. Although this gun has phenomenally low damage drop-off, the P90TR SE still takes the cake. I don't know how to compare this to the Vipers, really, because I haven't used the Vipers recently. I got a chance to use the P90TR SE today when I'm doing this review, so I was able to compare it pretty quickly, but doing it to this was a little bit harder. So, anyway, going on to the UMP45 stats, also has a damage of 38, a portability of 75, which is increased to the 76 on the SE, the rate of fire of 79 of both weapons, accuracy of 67 gets a boost to 69, 67 to 69, yep, and a recoil 63 drops to 61. So the stats get a nice little increase. We're looking at a portability increase, a recoil decrease, and an accuracy increase. Everything else is pretty much the same. However, the background stats of the spread recovery being much faster, the overall spread being relatively small. I would assume since the accuracy is higher, it would have a lower spread, but obviously 2 points is kind of hard to gauge just by eyeing it after not using the other weapon for a while, but comparing it mostly to the regular UMP, so. And obviously the fully automatic is the same, so that doesn't really change. You don't get a burst mode. I feel like a burst mode might actually be pretty useful in a UMP, although, yeah. To be completely honest, although it has the grip in the front, UMP actually stands for Universal Machine Pistol. So, if a pistol is usually meant to be one-handed for the most part, that's kind of strange for a gun like this, for it to look like this. But anyway, it's just a typically common gun that you see in most FPSs. If you've used it in one game, you've used it in all games. It performs pretty much the same way. Even the recoil pattern is pretty much the same on all games. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Combat Arms, it's the same on all games. Counter-Strike, I do believe it's in Counter-Strike. If it is, I've never really used it very much. But, yeah, so it's really just a good gun. The silencer doesn't hurt it enough to make it not be usable at medium ranges, like it already is, so the suppressor is always cool, and with the new sound, well, not really new sound, but the sound that they put back into the game for the purpose of this gun, that little perk, to kind of give a shout out to the older players in the game. The longer standing players like me and Bax and a lot of the other guys out there. That's just kind of a nice, cool little thing that we saw, and we really appreciate that, Nexon. So if one of you guys are watching this, thank you, Nexon. That's a very cool thing you've done for us. We really appreciate that. Even the little things like that count a lot. So really, just quick summary overview. Definitely worth using, definitely worth getting if you can get it some way besides the crate, but spending a ton of money on the crate to get this weapon is not really worth it in my opinion. I would spend your time trying to get the P90TR SE or one of the others first, and definitely make sure you try out the UMP SE or the UMP45 first before you buy this weapon, because they perform very similarly, and that's just the best way to give this gun a good shot. Please do watch my videos that I've been putting out recently, because I've been putting out a lot of commentaries, a lot of videos every day, and they're all new videos. My reposts are done, guys. Don't have any more. I am now just doing all new videos, and I'm still doing the same 2 to 3 videos a day that I've always been doing. They're just not reposts. They're all brand new. So please keep watching my content, and I would really greatly appreciate feedback if you guys drop comments, rates, likes, dislikes. There's been this one dislike bot going around disliking every one of my videos, but I know it's a bot, and I know who it is, so I'm not too concerned about it. But anyway, that's about all the time I have for a review today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I am sure we will see each other in the next video. Shadolance out. Bye!